Yo.
Hello.
What up, y'all?
Hello.
We getting this bad boy started very soon. We just getting some Raisin Bran ready.
Raisin Bran.
The Raisin Bran. I know it sounds like we're in a bathroom. We are.
Because we like to have sex with homeless men.
In the bathroom while we eat Raisin Bran.
Yeah, sometimes that's how we get the Raisin Bran.
No, honestly, I just really got to mess with the audio. I got to figure it all out.
On that note, I gotta go to the real bathroom.
Do it up, bro.
The real one.
So I imagine that the sound isn't the best. Just bear with us.
Let us know.
I had to do a lot of shit to even get it to work. You're good. You just fucking on the... Oh, I hit you. It literally got into it. There you go. Damn. That's my jam. Shit do sound mad hollow. Yeah, no. I honestly don't know how to fix it. I don't know what kind of compressor would fix it. Like, I could try shit right now. Watch. Let me see. I just don't know that much about Adobe Audition to like figure out which equalizer to put on it. Like, do I add reverb? Is it reverb I need? Is it compression? What is it that I need? Cause like here's like I know the compressors like usually make it worse, dude. I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Do I add reverb or do I take it away? Yeah, I gotta route it through Audition. I'm not using my headphones because I got the homie with me. We squatted up. Subtract, there is no reverb on it. No reverb at all right now.
What's going on, you sons of bitches?
There is no reverb. All I got right now is maybe if I take off this equalizer. What about now? Yo, yeah, la 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 la.
Yo, what's up, you sons of bitches?
See, Dougie's voice works because he don't have a deep voice. He
How
sounds
does
sexy.
that feel, baby?
He sounds sexy, doesn't he? Don't lie. Don't lie to me.
How does that feel, baby?
How does that feel, baby? Now I am the master. How does that feel, baby?
What about now? That better or worse?
How does that feel, baby?
La la la. Bolololololo.
How does that feel, baby?
It's like the perfect test. It's like perfect. Just keep saying that.
How
Exact
does
same.
that feel, baby? How does that feel, baby? Just gets better every time.
We're not playing no games today. Today is fucking discussion day.
Yeah, you guys are in for a fucking wake up call. You guys are in for a wake up call. We're in for a reality check here, people.
They got a dry and a wet for the fucking mic. Maybe I should put it on dry. I don't even know what that means though. I have no clue. And I can't hear it at all. So alright, you ready? You burned up or what?
Well, let me take one more spoonful.
Do it up. Spoonful of sugar, baby. What if I had that on? Did that change it at all? Last question right there. This is with like all of them on right now.
There is one last question though. How does that feel, baby?
Usually refers to an effect, wet more effect, dry less. It says something about like mixing them together. What does that sound like? Poop?
How does that feel, baby?
Does it sound like poop? Sounds like a droid a second ago. Does it sound like poop now?
How does that feel, baby?
We got 3 people here.
How does that feel, baby? How does that feel, baby? Oh, R2-D2, how does that feel, baby? Stupid. Star Wars is so stupid. I'm the gay robot.
The gay robot.
Swinging around a bunch of laser dicks. Playing with your dicks. Like, my fucking dick is bigger than yours.
What
My
this is gonna have to do, boys.
bigger than yours.
Sounds like you're smoking helium. We are smoking helium.
Too bad.
You can't
Too
get no
bad
helium,
this
though.
is not ESPN's Wide World of Sports.
No
Lone
helium
Star.
for you.
On a side note, Spaceballs. Great movie, right?
Right.
Like, did you see Hitler reacts to Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer? He said, "The Black Stormtrooper? What are they, combing the fucking desert?" He's like, "What is this, Spaceballs?"
Just stupid.
It's just dude, a 3-sided lightsaber? Fuck Hitler, though. Hitler was a douchebag, bro. I sound normal, but James doesn't.
Mic in front of my face. How about that?
Get back here, you fat bearded bitch.
Did you grow a mic out of your nose? How about that? Was that decent?
Spaceballs is my shit. Hell yeah, crooked.
Spaceballs dope.
Spaceballs is the best.
All right, man. You ready to dissect this damn movie?
Yes, okay.
I told you,
This
Doug.
is the
Doug sounds great.
long-awaited fucking... This is an extremely thought-through review. Not, I just saw it and came back. No way. You're going to get the real...
Yeah, you're about to get the real
You're
deal.
going to be
Holyfield.
knee-deep in the shit here.
Real deal Holyfield dissection, baby. Here we go. Are you ready? So what? All right, we decided. Here's how we're gonna break it down. Right? We're doing the good, then we're doing
the bad,
and then we're doing the ugly. So be prepared. And then if we have enough time, we'll do like cameos and like fun facts about the movie.
Yeah.
And
all that good stuff.
All that fun dabberoos. Feel me?
So I guess the good. We'll start on a positive note.
You want to just start at the beginning of the movie? Like, what'd you like at the beginning?
Well, the second time, I think the second and the third time I saw the movie, I really liked just Adam Driver's delivery of some of his lines in that mask. It sounded kind of cool. How he was like when they were like interrogating Poe, and he was like, search him. He's like, bring him on board. He sounded pretty menacing, and that whole scene was kind of, I guess, exciting. You could say it was kind of somewhat reminiscent to the when the stormtroopers were raiding the blockade runner in the first Star Wars.
Yeah, and then they go.
But it kind of, in a way, mirrored like Anakin's slaughter of the village in Attack of the Clones, which I thought was kind of
definitely
in a way kind of weird. So it was kind of a surreal thing going on there, and that whole like freezing the blaster bolt there, I guess, was kind of cool.
That was crazy.
You know?
That's some different.
Yeah,
that's like that's pretty powerful. But it's crazy that he had that much power and kind of
fizzle. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Let's just take it in stride because
we
want to just explode all.
We do. We do. We go back.
But we gotta stay on target.
Stay
on target.
Did you think they had enough mystery at the beginning where like?
Well, no. And but we're talking about the good. We'll get to the bad in a second.
Okay.
But I should address, so I don't forget later on. They kind of ruined the mystery in a couple of places in this movie. Honestly, when the old man was like, "You shouldn't forget your family." It's like, this is the first 2 minutes of the fucking movie. And so pretty much, okay, so he's somehow connected to the Skywalker family and all this stuff. Like, you just basically spelled it out for the audience, and like, you didn't trust them to figure that shit out on their own. You know what I mean? Even though it's like kind of, in a way, totally like, which other way were they possibly going to go with this?
we already knew that anyway, though. So, I mean, he got it out. I feel like he got it out of the way. Like, he's like, shut up. Here it is.
Yeah, okay. So basically, he's connected to the fucking main.
So it's not that bad.
Right. So.
All right. So, what about like Rey's introduction? Like, how'd you feel about her?
Hold on, because we got to back up. Finn is the one in this scene who's like struggling with this whole ordeal of having to be a stormtrooper and kill people and shit. And obviously, he's not down with that. And his friend, smears blood on his helmet
as he dies and shit.
And it's dramatic and all that. But it's like, they're like, waste of fucking villagers. And Finn's like, well, I'm the only stormtrooper not fucking firing at people. So that's not going to attract attention at all. And then, like, Kylo Ren sends it in the Force, and he's like, there's something wrong with this guard who's not killing these people. He might give me problems later on. I guess that's what that was all about. So...
he just looked at him like, why didn't he act upon it, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so then this Captain Phasma girl's like, report to me, as soon as possible. And they're torturing Poe. And
wait. Before that, what about Poe? Like, how do you feel about Poe?
Okay, like, Poe is cool, but he's like underused. It was just kind of like his whole thing, his whole like relationship with the other characters was so weird because he was missing from almost the entire second act of the movie.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere.
And it's like he's supposed to be like the Han Solo archetype, but it's like Han joined the movie during the second act. You know what I'm saying? Poe was just in the beginning to like form this chemistry, I guess, with Finn, but that was really good, actually.
They had like their introduction was awesome.
Fresh.
It was fast too. It was like really nice and fluid.
Which made it bullshit that it was just for the beginning of the movie.
What I don't understand though is he was looking at the back rockets when he shot the first rocket down. He's sitting there talking about, you can't go back to Jakku. You can't go back to Jakku. It's like the rocket's right there in your face. Like, how'd you not see that one? They were both right there swirling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was no reason for him to even get hit because he shoots from the back in that TIE fighter. That shit was like whatever. But like it was still a good introduction though. I like how they met each other. You know what I mean?
That should have carried on. It should have been. It had like that Lethal Weapon dynamic. Like Poe is the crazy fucking like gung ho pilot, and fucking Finn was like, you know, the fucking crazy Danny Glover type and shit. And but it's like it's suddenly this TIE fighter crashes on Jakku, and it's like it's like they're trying to fake the audience out that Poe is dead for like what reason? And I actually heard that that's because he was supposed to die for some fucking reason, and they actually brought him back because they realized they needed some kind of like Han Solo type of fucking character or whatever. That may or may not be true, but it just seemed kind of weird for them to like fake his death and then him to come back later and be like, yeah, I fucking injected. You know, and it's just...
did you really think he was dead, though?
No, but I was just like, why would they try and make you think that he was dead? They
didn't. They made Finn think he was dead.
All right, well, it just...
You know what I mean?
Seemed to not really serve any type of purpose.
It made Finn... I mean, I guess it made him... They're like Bond who's stronger when they met again. It was like, it was like Baywatch.
You're a hell of a pilot.
Yeah. They should have been doing it in slow-mo, you know what I mean?
Like, buddy, hey, buddy, that's my jacket. You know what? You fucking keep it. You know, so... That was part of the good. And like Rey was great. She was fucking tough. You know, you'd figure that a young girl on like a fucking scavenger salvage planet would be getting raped like daily. And, like forced into like prostitution at a young age. But she's like got this staff, and like people are trying to get fucking, you know, over on her, and in this one scene she's beating the shit out of him with her staff,
right?
But
she's a tough character.
How could she fly the fucking Millennium Falcon when all she seems to fly around is like this fucking speeder? I was like, well, how is she flying that thing?
Well, apparently in her past, you know, like she might have some shit involved around being a pilot or whatever.
That's just something that
they don't like answer.
There was. But Luke in the original movie didn't have any scenes where he was fucking. But apparently he flew the T-16s and bullseyed womp rats. You know?
True. That's what I'm saying. Like, you always hear about the awesome stories in Star Wars, but you never actually see them.
Right. Unless there's, you know, planets being blown up.
Okay, let's talk about... What else did you like really enjoy?
Well, the acting overall in the movie was pretty solid. Like Han Solo actually had this part that actually made me laugh, and it's still like my favorite part with him was where he had the people on the freighter that were hitting him up for the money that he owed them. And it's like a close-up shot of his face going, I spent that money. He's like, hunting Rothgars isn't cheap, you know? And I just thought that part where he was like, I fucking spent all that fucking money.
He kept it real. I liked how he was explaining it, though. He was keeping it real.
And that was pretty funny. And, you know, the overall acting, like the General Hux guy was pretty vicious. You know, the guy that was in charge of the First Order.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was, you know, when the fucking energy weapon is like firing
off, and he's
you
like
can see the glimmer in his eyes. He's
yeah.
like getting a big boner. He's like, I just killed like billions of people.
He's like, this is so real. Get a fucking jerk so hard when I get back.
And let's see. There was some. I mean, even the exchange between Leia and Han was like, I was like bracing for impact when I was in the theater.
I'll fix that now,
and
guys.
then when they were talking, I actually liked that first little intro where he was like, "Did you change your hair?"
Right.
And she's like, "Same old jacket." And he's like, "No, new jacket." It was just nice, but other than that, you know, when we'll get to that later. You know, we're trying to stay with the good. The overall look of the movie, it was refreshing to have like these sets and these the stormtroopers that are actually in suits, and the lighting, they use the same type of lighting that they used in the original film. It's a lot of overhead lighting in the sets, and so it had that look that was cool. And like on Tokadana, where they went to the castle thing to meet the pirate chick. That looked cool because it was more ancient.
Which part? Wait, which part? Hold on. Wait, hold on a second.
All right.
D-Clip fucking he put the words in the chat and they're banned, so like people can't even fucking talk right now. They just keep getting like timed out. So hold on.
Why?
Because it was before I had seen the movie, so we had the spoilers. Like we didn't want no spoilers and shit, And I was like, I'm not gonna let that go. But like I can't find out where he put it because I'm looking at the banned words right now and I don't fucking see it. This shit doesn't make any sense. I don't know if he put it in Mubot or what.
Well, like the overall look of the movie wasn't like excessive. It wasn't like an orgy of CGI effects and shit.
That's true.
But I'm kind of upset because I'm like, are they truly never gonna make another movie like this with like practical effects with like models and fucking shit like that like ever again? Just because CGI is there to use, why can't you just make one goddamn movie with all models and shit, but do it like really nice? Like back in the day, it looked fucking nice. It was believable, It wasn't all corny and fucking. And plus that'd be cool to look at, too. I mean, if you're gonna go for the nostalgic factor, make it look corny, like it was made in the fucking 80s or some shit.
Right. That's true. I mean, it was good though. Actually, I mean, for the most part, it was pretty decent. But we still on the good, right?
Yeah.
I really did like the overall look of it all. There wasn't a lot of lens flare. It didn't feel like it was like too Star Trek-y. That's what I was worried about. Was JJ was just gonna stamp that lens flare Star Trek kind of style all over it. And I feel like it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? So I think that's good.
Yeah, it had the same lighting and like all the set pieces had like the fog coming out of the floor and shit. And it was kind of reminiscent to like Return of the Jedi. In those days when it was dark, darker and everything was more murky and, felt more natural. Like even when they fired the Star Killer weapon on that planet and you saw the people dying, it wasn't like this whole fucking like Coruscant type scene. It was something that could have appeared in the movies during the 80s. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no doubt.
And the pace of the movie was pretty good. Like most Star Wars movies, there's a certain lull during like the second act where it gets kind of boring. And the third act, it always pays off.
In Star Wars,
yeah, in like
every episode,
there's always this like lull period in the second act that gets kind of boring.
Gets dry.
But it's because they're building up for the third act.
So what part was that in this?
There wasn't one.
Right.
This is the first Star Wars movie where you can just watch it and like not worry about being bored. At least you'll have a lot of action in it from start to finish. There's no real boring part. The only real boring parts of the movie, by the time they're over, there's something cool to find. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But they're not very. During the second act of this movie, there is maybe a 10-minute period that you're like, okay, like you need to get back to the action now because you're just making a mess of the fucking story. So, and then it does that. So, and then at the very end, spoiler alert. I'm sure you already know all this.
This is a complete spoiler. That's why I'm trying to fix the chat right now because that shit was almost
Luke being at the end, which was completely predictable. Like you knew it was going to happen.
I liked it though.
It was awesome.
It was good, dude. It was really good. I actually really enjoyed Luke.
It made me cry in the theater. So
damn, did it?
Yes, it did. Because the look in his eyes was like he looked like he was about to cry. From seeing this girl, whether it was like Like he was mad she was there, he was happy she was there. You really couldn't tell, but he definitely looked like just Mark Hamill.
He just looked like he'd been through shit, dude. Like, he looked like Luke had been through shit. You know, it's not the same Luke you like necessarily.
You just see Mark Hamill, and he's just like, just fucking. The guy's 60-something years old, and it's like
he looked good though, man. He looked.
I'm just saying good. He looked like weathered, not in a bad way.
I don't know. I think that was like they did that on purpose. He did look
good.
I think
he looked long really hair. Good. And he pulled off the robe and he looked like fucking Fonzie and shit. Like, what's up, bitch?
He said, I got fucking bop, bro.
Yeah. But the look in his eyes was just like some sort of like pain. You know, like Mark Hamill is really an underrated actor. I'm not going to like suck his dick because he's Luke Skywalker or anything, but he was the Joker and all that shit.
He was a trickster too in that one episode.
He was a trickster, don't forget about that.
And he's a trickster now in the Flash. Or not, yeah.
The new Flash.
Yeah.
Sure. So that was cool seeing him, you know, but it was obviously gonna happen because the first line of the crawl says Luke has disappeared. So obviously the last scene is gonna be them finding Luke. So it's like this movie is very predictable from start to finish.
Okay.
It doesn't. So I guess we'll kind of phase from the good. I think we pretty much kept it simple with the good, and we're gonna move to the bad.
Bad time, baby.
All right. So I guess overall is the story in this, the continuity and the story. The continuity of the story is just like so scatterbrained, dude. Like
it just doesn't feel grand enough for the scheme that they were like trying to play.
Yet it's so huge,
and it's so much bigger than like episode 4. You know what I mean? Like the Star Killer base is a planet-sized thing that's taken down multiple planets, but you don't even necessarily feel it because the movie's trying to move too fast to the next scene. Nobody even notices. Like, you know what I mean?
And
like
it's so lighthearted.
Yeah, it just played upon like.
But like
quickly.
That's how the original one was too.
But they still felt it though. Once like, what's his name felt when fucking when Alderaan got it. Like that's what they should have did. They shouldn't have showed Luke, but they should have showed like maybe like his robotic hand when that shit happened. A quick like 2-second scene of his hand like wincing or some shit or like something to show that somebody felt that shit. You know what I mean? It was like fucking quickly done. You know, nobody even like talked about it. But as soon as fucking Han Solo fucking died, she's like, oh my fucking heart. You know what I mean? Like breaking down like. Bitch, you ain't even that tight of the floor. She got it, but you ain't dope.
It's just like, man, the story is just like all over the place, dude. Who is this guy? Why is she here? Who are Rey's parents? Like, they left a lot of things unexplained, which I guess is good. But it's like, I don't know. I guess they didn't reveal too much. That they're not going to reveal down the road.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. I mean, they set it up well.
Ruined like this, like if they, even though it was predictable, it would have been less predictable. They could have done it somehow to where you wouldn't have found out Kylo Ren was Han's son until they met, like at the end. But they like, but basically, they clearly said it at one point. I'm like,
Snoke said it early.
Snoke said, I'm like, why are you? Do you really think your audience is that fucking retarded? Like, why would you spoil the only possible twist in this fucking movie?
That's true.
And just flat out tell the audience right here. To whereas they could have done it to where when Kylo Ren was walking out on the bridge and Han were to sneak up behind him like with his gun out, you'd be thinking like, oh, Han's gonna like fucking sneak up with Kylo Ren and shit. But then he'd be like, you know, hey son. And it would be like, what? You know, like, at least somewhat of a surprise. But it was no surprise because they flat out told you, like, less than halfway through the movie. It's ridiculous.
That's true. That was still a pretty good moment, though. It was all right. I actually like their, like, interaction. It's funny that, you know, this fucking huge-ass planet don't got no rails, just like fucking Death Star. Like, these niggas, they literally do things so intentional in that movie.
They had a good interaction, but it would have been better
if they didn't tell you. Yeah.
They didn't say anything first.
Yeah. They said it. What's his name said it too, though. Han Solo said it too. Remember, he's like when he saw Leia after the Resistance when Poe came down.
So like
he's like, I saw her, boy. Yeah.
So like 3 times
they have to like reassure it and shit.
Yeah, it's like they have to pound it into the audience's head. Like, you idiots are too stupid. It's like, but why would you try and spoil like the only fucking twist? And then you could have done another twist by saying, "Oh, and she's a fucking scissor." Like, would have been like the twist from Empire and fucking Return of the Jedi in one movie, and would have been like, "Whoa,
that's
whoa!"
That's what I was saying. Like, I really thought they were gonna explain the whole Rey thing, but I don't know.
Yeah. So now, and this is like when
if it's anybody else's kid, man, it kind of doesn't make sense though.
Yeah.
It's like, because who's gonna give a fuck about who the mom is?
If it's Luke's kid, yeah. And it's like it was like in some weird way, this movie was like a Star Wars movie that was a spoof of Star Wars. We don't have a Death Star, we have a fucking planet.
Yeah, even Han Solo's like, so it's big.
So it's big.
he's like, and then the next line was like, is there a way to blow it up? There's always a way to blow it up.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of line was that though?
And it's like,
there's gotta be a way. There's always a way to blow it up.
And it's like, if you were to watch like episode 1 through 7 for some fucking reason, by the time you got to the end, you would be like, Jesus, like another fucking Death Star. Like, they just did one in the last movie.
It's like, these dudes can't think of any new ideas.
Like, this is the third Death Star in 4 movies in a row that I just watched. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Empire Strikes Back is the only movie with the original cast in it to not have a Death Star in it.
True.
I just thought of that, actually.
Yeah. Death Star, then another Death Star.
And then it's like, Darth Maul's got 2 lightsabers. I got 3 lightsabers. But like, they didn't go anywhere with that.
Yeah, he only used it once on Finn.
Yeah, so which brings us to Finn, the black sanitation.
I do not like Finn, yo. I did not like his fucking archetype at all.
All the advertising says, like, he's on the poster with a lightsaber. So he's like, okay, so he's gonna be like the Luke. She's gonna be like the Leia. But apparently she is the Luke, and he is Finn.
Yeah, who the fuck is he? Who are you, nigga? You just some new random nigga they literally just brought in. Like,
the Disney just shoehorned in
there.
Like,
just put him in. They're like, look, the only way we're gonna be able to get him in, seriously, is if we put a lightsaber in his hands and fool everybody in, and then we're just gonna shove him in.
And the first time he ignited the lightsaber, he did it all stupid like this.
Yeah, he's like hella dumb, dude. Like, I don't like Finn, man. I don't like it. And like, his whole reason was try to like smash Rey. Granted, Rey, that chick, she's actually really fucking gorgeous. I think like some of her fucking scenes like really reminded me of like how Leia was back in the day for like
acting
people.
Was on point, but like the character, it's like
his acting is awesome. He's actually really good.
Sanitation. Like, if he had just been a stormtrooper, that would have been fine. If he had like killed people before, but this was the first time he was asked to like execute a village, and he wasn't down with that, that would have been something. But he was like a fucking trash man.
Right.
Okay? He was a fucking sanitation worker, a fucking garbage man.
Yeah, his acting
they
was
decided
awesome.
to make into a story. Like, that shit makes no sense. Like, we stole this kid from birth to make him a trash man, and now we're gonna make him a stormtrooper. Like, you didn't have to do the trash man part. You just could have made him. That would have been, if he had just been made a stormtrooper, that would have been dope.
Right. That's what I'm saying though. Like that's why his whole archetype is kind of whack. You know what I mean?
And then he knows everything all of a sudden.
And yeah, he's like fucking
You're
efficient.
a fucking trash man, but this is how you blow up the fucking. And then like the First Order, it's like, where did these guys come from?
They came out after the last battle. Okay, so like you know like all the wreckage you see on Jakku, that was where the last battle was after the Empire. They don't tell you that. It's all in the comics and shit. See what I'm saying? They gotta wrap around niggas. You know what I mean?
And if like that had been in the fucking movie, that would have been cool. this movie was short for me. It was like 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah, it was short.
Most Star Wars movies are like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. And if they had just put another 10 or 15 minutes of shit in this movie, it would have fixed a lot of problems. It would have fixed everything, actually. What happened to Maz Kanata, the little orange chick?
Yeah, the orange girl.
Yeah, what happened to her? They didn't show what happened to her. Continuity fucking problems all over the place. What happened to Captain Phasma? Who cares, really?
That bitch was so weird.
What happened to Kylo Ren? The last time we seen him, he was on his back in the fucking forest.
Separated in the snow and shit.
What happened to General Hux? Bring me Kylo Ren? How do you even know where Kylo Ren is? He's out here in the forest.
You want me to go find this
planet
nigga?
is like falling apart.
They had no time. There was like
Did
no
you
time.
get off the planet? For all we know, they all died when this fucking thing blew up.
Because they don't really give you any indication.
Yeah. So when they show up in the next movie, you're like, oh, you guys survived? Oh, that's crazy. You know, and it's like this fucking dude, this giant hologram, Snoke, which is a fucking stupid name for one thing. When fucking Leia was saying Snoke, it was Snoke when in her old fucking cigarette voice. It was Snoke. It was Snoke. I was like, stop fucking saying his name. Yeah. And it's like, who is this fucking guy?
Yeah, like that's a lot of shit that's just weird. Like, what is that relationship about?
They like left out too much. In the original Star Wars, it was like, here's the fucking hero, here's the fucking scoundrel, here's the princess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like simple.
Here's the wise man, here's the fucking doomsday machine on a hero's journey to blow up the fucking bad guys. And it's like, in this movie, it's like, who is this? Who is this? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Who is this guy? Who are the Knights of Ren? Who are all these guys? Who the fuck? It's just like
he knows all the trash shoots. It's a planet, though.
How did you get Luke's lightsaber? Oh, that's a story for another time. Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's how it is, though.
It's
the same with the Rathars that they had on the ship, and he's like talking about the massacre of like whatever the other place is. You never heard of that? Oh, good. You know what I mean? Like they don't even bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just
like
a weird
next Friday.
Force shit. So we'll get to the ugly, I guess now. Like Han Solo and this bowcaster. Like, I like this thing.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you putting all this stupid shit in there?
That was a pretty bad line.
And it's like, Finn asking Rey, do you have a cute boyfriend? And just like, and him going, I'm a stormtrooper. I was just like, oh, it's just the delivery on the lines is just so stupid. And, by the way, I thought BB-8
he's
was
efficient
awesome.
at his job. Hell yeah, clap. Now BB-8 is.
BB-8 is cool. I want a BB-8.
BB-8 is cool.
But there's like little things to pick up on this movie the more you watch it that's cool, but some of it's really shoehorned in there and it's just like, oh, dude. Like the whole second act where she sees this vision and then like leaves the castle. When she ran out into the forest was kind of like where this movie lost me at a certain point.
Kind of, hell yeah.
I was like, what
it was
the
really
fuck
a random ass
on?
tangent right there.
And then the stormtroopers land and Kylo Ren goes to the fucking place where they just bombed it and they're like, you know, where's the girl? And then they go back out in the fucking woods and then they fucking fight.
And I still don't even understand why he's like, I got the girl, that's enough. If he didn't see the map, and like I don't understand that. He's like, you saw it, but it's like he thought he like extracted out of her.
Exactly. It's like we have what we came for.
Like what the fuck? Why do you have what you come for though? Like that makes no sense at all. You came for the droid, my nigga.
How do you even know this motherfucker had? How did they know the guy had this shit in the first place? They never explained that.
Nope.
How did they find out that this old man on Jakku,
who was the old man?
Obviously, he's a friend. It says in the opening crawl he's a friend of Luke Skywalker's, an old ally. That's what they called him. So how they did not explain how they knew that he had that shit. So
True.
Obviously, that camp had some kind of insider or some shit, but they never bothered to show that. So
a lot of that's never gonna get answered, though. It's gonna be fucking.
And the end fight scene with the X-Wings where they're blowing up this Starkiller base, zero fucking danger element. Like zero.
They did it so smooth and like it was like
it's like in the original movie, it's almost 40 years old. You have Vader looming down over fucking Luke and killing all his fucking friends, killing his best friend from fucking his old womp rat
Right.
blasting days on Tatooine.
Right.
Everyone dies. They had already tried to blow it up one time and failed.
Yep.
You know? And like they're going down this trench. It's like the tension's mounting. And Darth Vader's like, I have you now. And Han Solo comes in. Shh, woo! And fucking, fuck yeah. Everyone in the theater fucking loses their shit. It's like, in this movie, they just like fucking blew it up. They flew in there, shot the shit, did a backflip with his cool black
homeboy Poe just came around, was just like in the circle, just like bam, 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 with like right inside
the first time.
Yep.
Ow.
And then fucking flew out.
And then they blew up the fucking planet in the story.
I said, like, you never feel any of the actual tension or the actual like effect of it either. Like I said, like the planet's all getting destroyed. Like that shit was like barely talked about. Like they literally say it one time. They're like, they destroyed the Hansen system or Hansen system. Hosnian. There we go.
That was like the seat of the Republic now.
Right.
For some reason, like why wasn't it Coruscant? Because we're not acknowledging the fucking prequels anymore. Okay. So,
but that's weird because they had like pod racers and they had the fucking pod racer flags from the niggas in the prequel.
Well, it was just all over the place. You know, there's just no continuity in this movie, like at all. Like, I guess they're gonna explain in the next movie and the third movie, so they have to somehow grab you, pull you along. But the originals didn't have to really do that. They didn't have to just not tell you shit.
Yeah, it was a real pull your hand movie. I feel like it was a little too easy.
And then like C-3PO comes in, like as annoying as ever. Like no subtlety to his annoyingness. He just comes in and goes, "Hey, Han Solo."
Fucking blocks that too.
And then he's like, "Oh, you must not have recognized me because of my red arm." It's like, again, do you think the audience is that stupid?
Right, that you gotta have to say that shit.
Fucking red arm. I was like, who the?
That's definitely a wasted ass line.
So
that's definitely a wasted ass line.
And then what kind of bothered me about this Star Killer base and how it just destroyed this Hosnian system. It's like, no, we're not going to destroy one planet. We're going to destroy 4. And it's like, they could have just had like this intergalactic or like interstellar news broadcast. Republic destroyed, and had like the footage of the shit,
or like had like the death toll like rising in the corner or some shit. Or like fucking finding out that shit like.
But they actually walked outside of this fucking place they were in this part of the movie and looked in the sky.
Yeah, they just looked up
and not only saw the thing firing, but saw the shit blow up. And I'm like, is this in the same solar system as where? It's just like
planets like right next to each other.
Yeah,
like they were like, dude.
It's like they live in a micro galaxy. And that was kind of what was weird about when they got aboard the Millennium Falcon. Now I get it was stolen, so it was on Jakku and all that stuff, but it's like they were in the and it actually explains later. Han Solo said it wasn't just coincidence. Like I was like, again, this is some of the shittiest writing. It wasn't just a writing error that, we found you guys in the Falcon. We've been tracking you guys. But it's like they found them. Like they had been in the Falcon for like 2 minutes.
Death, no time, yo.
No, they
no
dropped
time.
Whatever they were doing.
No time.
And just fucking
they just hyperspaced over there. Like,
and then that's forgivable. But then all of a sudden you have these guys that are intercepting this freighter that are owed money by Han Solo. Now these guys are also
it's like how
what the fuck? Like, this share is a small world. Dude.
Or fucking Han Solo and Chewie were just moving nonstop. They just never left hyperspace.
And then we're gonna walk outside this castle and see the Republic being destroyed in the fucking sky. It's like, do you even understand like space changes? If it's like he did this shit in the Star Trek reboot too.
True.
In the first movie when Spock is doing his whole flashback montage, and he's like, there was a fucking supernova that threatened to destroy the galaxy. In the fucking theater, I was like, hold on, like a giant record scratch. I was like, that's not how that shit works.
Right. That's true.
Now, Star Trek and Star Wars are not like hardcore science fiction, but God, for the love of God, like adhere to some basic fucking scientific principles, dude. Don't just be like, up is down and down is up. And
right,
like,
just make it
fucking
whatever.
air is water. And
It's
all
like,
this
why are
crazy
we even in space then,
the
nigga?
shooting the guns and bubbles are coming out. You're like, woo!
Just pick some people up. They're just flying in the sky.
Fucking Millennium Falcon's a giant cat.
What Ray did was pretty cool when she was driving it and shit, though. But.
Yeah, and that was a good scene. So there are things in this movie that the more you watch it, they kind of are more charming. But some of the like warts in this movie, the more you watch it, it's kind of like the prequels where it's like, this is the best you could come up with. It's
Yeah.
like,
That's what I'm saying. Like
another.
That's what I'm saying. Like another Death Star.
It's fucking crazy.
That shit doesn't make any sense. It's like, yo, you've literally lost.
Like they could have not had that entire fucking scene in the movie, and it would not have even mattered.
Well, look, my question is,
they could have just been this base where they're like, holy shit, there's a fucking Imperial like it should have been like. Listen, it would have been a better concept if the New Order had been like this secret empire forming in the corner of the galaxy on this fucking ice planet.
right.
And then they discovered that. That would have been cooler that just the Republic is still around.
Right.
Would have been like kind of intriguing. It's like.
But they don't even hint at it until it happens. Until they fucking destroying it.
Yeah, it's just like the stakes are the same. The Empire's still around, they're just the New Order, and the Rebellion's still around, they're just the fucking Resistance. It's like nothing. It's like it really makes the end of Return of the Jedi kind of moot in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
Where it's like, you really didn't. I mean, look what we just did. We just destroyed the Republic while Luke hid in some weird island planet. But it's like, Luke doesn't owe the galaxy anything any fucking way, so
he
you
doesn't.
can't really fault him there.
Yeah, he's fucking done enough, yo. He's done enough. He's lost enough. Sacrificed enough for sure.
So we'll see where they go with the next movie. Apparently, the guy that's doing the next one is the guy that did Looper, which I thought was pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't like the greatest movie ever, but at least the next movie will be a little weird. It's something that hopefully I'm right. Maybe not. But
yeah, I understand why Luke said fuck it. You know what I mean? I understand why he just dipped out. Said fuck it all, bro. Like I said, I like a lot of the actors and shit. You know what I mean? I just didn't like a couple of things and like Captain fucking Phasma was like
total waste,
pointless, dude. And she's a pussy. What a pussy!
Like. She should have fought all three of them, dude. Like,
at least tried something. And Chewie should have just came and slept them and some shit. Just like just clocked her ass. Like, and then she woke up in the chair and they're like, try again or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that bitch didn't even try. She just literally was like, okay, disrupt the shields. You won't get away with this.
Like, the scene from the fucking... this is what pissed me off about her character. The scene from the fucking trailer that even made me interested in, like, who is this, is when she's walking up that hallway. I'm like, yo, who's this? And in the movie, that's literally all she does is walks up the hallway, and then Chewie, like, fucking tackles her. And it's like, they fucking force her to lower the shield. And she's like, I'm not going to do that. And Han Solo's like, is there a trash compactor around here? And it was like a total... joke to a New Hope, and it's just like, oh, we get it. Oh, this is like, there was some callbacks in this movie that were like totally unnecessary, dude. And like Kylo Ren, dude, let's talk about that fucking character for a minute, dude. Like, this dude. Now, there are certain things he did in this movie that I don't personally have a problem with that other people did, but
like what?
Well, like when he was like giving his sappy line on the bridge with Han Solo, so like I was like, whatever. He's like Anakin's grandson. If you have a problem, but it's almost like they repeated the mistake of the prequels by making Anakin a whiny pussy. But it's like Luke was kind of a whiny pussy too.
They all kind of were, but you know what though? Like, I mean, think about how hard that would be, even because we don't really know the history between dad and fucking son anyway. You know what I'm saying?
His whole relationship with like Darth Vader was so fucking like weird, dude. Like it felt like a little like fanfic fucking weirdo shit.
Some he fucking,
you know, like
he uses Vader gloves to beat off
yeah,
and shit. The Vader,
like, dude,
he's got Vader pajamas on and
he's
shit.
just like worshiping this fucking helmet and talking to Grandpa like, I
Like,
won't fail you. Like, what are you doing, man? Like,
he's got Vader toothbrush.
And then Rey is like, you're worried you won't be as powerful as Darth Vader. I'm just like, shut up, you stupid whore.
Yeah, that shit made that really didn't make, like, here's the thing, like, Kylo didn't make any sense to me because, like, his powers were so varied. It's like, this nigga's stopping lasers and shit, but then he gets beat up by fucking Rey.
Oh, now here's the thing we should talk about.
She's like sitting there, they're fucking, it's like blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red.
Well, it's like they took, I heard that they did a bunch of reshoots and rewrites with this movie. For one thing, this movie deserves credit for being made in the first place because this movie, I heard, was a fucking nightmare to make.
I imagine.
It was a nightmare to make because there was George Lucas and Kathleen Kennedy from Disney and J.J. Abrams. They all wanted fucking 3 different people want 3 different things. And they basically were like, George Lucas, you're out completely. And J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy had to like fucking decide on shit. And Kathleen Kennedy, you bet your ass, wanted a girl, a black guy, and a fucking Hispanic guy right off the bat, dude. And that's what they did, basically. Right. You know, and it was totally politically correct for just the sake of being politically correct. And where are we going with this?
I was talking about that fucking pussy ass fight at the end. I don't know what you was talking about. I'm talking about where this bitch is, he's like, I can help you use the force. And he's like, I'm like, if you really a cold ass nigga, why the fuck you even care about this bitch like that? It makes no fucking sense. You're down and out, nigga. You are down and out right now. You out in the snow chasing these niggas. Oh. What are you doing?
This is where I was going with that. They had to do this big fucking rewrite where they had to somehow wound Kylo Ren. So they made it to where Chewie shot him with his bowcaster. But in order to do that, they had to have these scenes where Han is shooting shit with this gun to emphasize just how powerful it is. He was shooting, like he shot...
We already know how powerful the fucking bowcaster is. I fucking shoot at that shit all day in Battlefront 2.
But they did that in the movie a few times.
Yeah, they did. He shot it once across in the rubble, across with like 4 soldiers. He shot it like 2 times to break open the thing and shot him when Chewie got shot.
They're like spelling out to the audience, this thing is really going to fuck Kylo Ren up. When Chewie shoots him later, that's how
Rey wins.
Yeah, that's how Rey wins.
Bullshit though, like that doesn't make any sense.
But that's what they were
because
saying.
If that was the case, fucking Finn should have just fucking won.
So
he should have just overpowered him. Like,
I might be wrong, but I'm predicting that she's already been trained to be a Jedi or Padawan or whatever, and Luke like forced mind wiped her ass and dropped her off in Jakku, just like he got left on Tatooine by Obi-Wan. That's the only fucking obvious goddamn explanation. And if they do it different, it's gonna be dumb because it's not gonna like mirror the old shit. You know?
Yeah, it just I don't know. I thought that last part was a whack ass like ending.
Are they going to explain the full history of Finn? They pretty much did. He was stolen from birth. That was the stupid thing too. He's like, you don't know anything about me. What I've seen, and then later it's like I'm a trash man. Like so, all you see is the inside of these toilets. You've been fucking plunging stormtroopers
all around the planet, nigga. The whole planet. You've been cleaning up.
We got a fucking stormtrooper that threw off over here in Section 8. Okay,
I'll be there in 2 hours. What I don't understand is another thing is how do these niggas get around them? How do these niggas get around this fucking thing? How are you niggas getting around this planet? It's a fucking planet. Just like the Death Star. Death Star was the size of a fucking like moon, niggas. Like you niggas got like some hyper elevators or some shit. Like
how did they build this?
How the fuck do you get around? Do y'all like fly everywhere y'all go? Like he flies over here, fly over here, drop niggas off. Like there was nobody ever in the air when you saw the planet. There was no air. Nobody was flying. So it's like they're literally taking it through the ground from like one part of the planet all the way to the other side of the planet. Like. The fuck out of here.
Well,
it took like 10 hours.
And that's like what was I saying? I forgot. So this Star Killer base drains the sun. So obviously they were only able to use it 2 times, right before the sun completely died out, right?
No, they used it once.
No, they destroyed the Republic, and then they charged it again to fire.
But they drained it though.
They drained it. They had to.
They had. I think they already.
Times,
I thought they had one ready. They didn't even show they drained the first one, right?
Well,
they only showed one time and got drained. I thought they already just had one ready to go from somewhere else. I thought you had to drain the whole sun to get one shot, and then
who knows? But the point is they completely destroyed the fucking sun to use it. So it's like when the place was falling apart at the end, he's like reporting to Snoke. He's like, the fucking plant's about to blow up. But it's like, who cares? You were only going to be able to use it again once more. And then they would have had to abandon the whole fucking installation and go build it again.
Wait, why?
Because they just killed the goddamn sun.
They just can't they? This shit don't move. The planet don't go.
Maybe
it don't move. They got a fucking stationary planet. They literally fucking did all this work.
That's the thing. Whereas the
so wait. Hold on.
Showed the Death Star moving around. We don't even know if this thing can move.
Wait a second. You mean to tell me
it was a one-shot deal?
No, you mean to tell me that this planet is in the same planet as that fucking bodega shop or wherever the fuck they're looking at? I mean, that shit is all like right there with the fucking 4 planets of the Republic. Like all these planets are like right there in the same fucking solar system.
No, they're not. That's the stupid part of it.
How the fuck did it get over there that fast? It was like
That's exactly.
It showed 3 scenes. It cut to 3 different people, and then that shit was like pa 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 pa.
That's what I was just saying. They walked out of that castle and saw this shit not only firing, but fucking hitting the fucking Republic. So it's like you have the Hosnian. Listen, you got the Hosnian system right here. Wherever Starkiller base is, they don't even say what star system that shit's in. So that's like fucking.
How are these
weird.
Niggas launching stars?
And then you got Tokadana, which is where that castle was with that Maz Kanata girl right here. So you got these 3. It's a triangle of stupidity.
How the fuck do you see a different like solar system with the naked eye though?
That's like, exactly what I just said.
That makes no sense.
They walked outside and looked up, and it's like, what the fuck?
I thought they were all in the same area.
They did this.
I thought they were all.
No, they were completely different star systems. And then like they did the same thing in the Star Trek reboot where they destroyed Vulcan, and then he dropped off Spock on this fucking planet, and Spock looked in the sky, and Vulcan was like right here. It's like, dude. This is another planet. It's another fucking planet. It is not like the moon of this planet. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, yeah. That's really bad, though. I thought they were all like... I thought the Starkiller base moved.
Yeah, but here's the thing, dude. Now, I've seen this thing about 3
I've seen it 3 times.
It's a planet.
Starkiller it's definitely a planet. It's huge.
So they're draining the sun to fire this fucker. And then it said at a certain point that it would eventually destroy, like when they were doing the briefing, it said that it gets its power from the sun, and that it would, by recharging, it would eventually destroy the sun, which they did. So it's like, not only did they destroy the sun, but it's like, the fucking, do you know what that would have done to the goddamn planet? Like, it would have been, for a star, that's a fucking black hole, for Christ's sake. And again, it's Star Wars. That's what we science. But this is like crazy, dude. They used this weapon that kills the sun. It's like it should have been infinitely rechargeable. At least just work that into the story somehow, you know, because it's a sun.
Nah, I kind of like it being like they have to fucking do some real shit to really get that going, because otherwise that shit would be like super OP. These niggas should just been dumping. If that is the case, if they are able to launch these shits across systems and they could recharge it, they should just be like shooting shotties like.
Yeah, that's the thing. They were hitting targets in other solar systems. Like that's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
Like just that concept. That's insane. Is crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, and
like,
then
that's fucking bananas, bro.
And then like,
I didn't know that.
What was I trying to say? It's like a one-time thing, or a 2-time thing, or whatever. But when the dude is giving his speech right before they fire it, he says, "In a star system not far away."
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now, so here's the thing: they built this thing right in the backyard of the Republic, and the Republic didn't notice. Like, dude, this thing had to have taken a long time to make. You didn't notice? They had no defensive measure at all, and then it's like.
And they should be expecting it because it's already happened.
And it's like
multiple times, damn it.
We blew up the Death Star. Now R2's gonna wake up and give us the map to Luke so we can wrap this fucking movie up. And it's like, so hold on. So we obviously, in this vision Rey has, you see Luke putting his hand on R2, which means
he shut it down.
He shut him down,
right,
and gave him the clue to where he was. So Luke basically told R2, he said, if they ever make another Death Star and you guys happen to blow it up, then reveal where I'm at and then we'll take you to the fight. But not before you blow up the Death Stars. You guys gotta do that shit on your own. But when you blow that shit up, you come and then R2's like,
so true
up.
Though.
And then
so
it's like,
true.
And then it's like when she showed up with his lightsaber, people like, you destroyed Death Star. Yeah. So hold on, let's get one right there. You started Death Star, right?
Before that's so true.
Woke up. That's what I fucking programmed to do. So it must have blown up Death Star.
That's so true, though.
So that actually makes Luke a fucking gangster.
He's a beast. I ain't fucking with y'all no more. I'm not doing it no more.
So she shows up at the end, and Luke turns around and goes, "She blew up Death Star. Are you here because you blew up the Death Star? Is that why R2 woke up?"
If you can't, we don't know if the planet can move, Dapper Cap.
I commanded R2, if there's ever another Death Star built, when it's blown up, you wake up. And then they're all like, bye, Rey, bye.
Like, that's what I'm wondering. Okay, so, like, listen to this. Like, do you think that they're going to go episode 5 and episode 6 status? Like, are they going to keep trying to, like, rehash what 8 and 9 are going to be? You know what I mean? Are they going to be fucking 5 and 6? We're going to get a bigger Star Killer.
We're going to be on a colder
Star Killer base 2.
We're going to be on a colder hot.
They got the second Star Killer base out and shit. They're like, we just built another one. We got 3 more. They got 3 more this time already built.
The fucking Resistance will be on an ice planet that if you go outside, you'll freeze instantly. Which makes building a base there nigh impossible.
Right.
And then in the third, in episode 9, instead of Ewok, you're going to have like the brownies from Willow. But it's like millions of them, dude. Trillions of them. And instead of Star Killer base, they're going to have an actual they should have a black hole. Like a black hole type of
what else are they like? I don't think
something that opens up a black hole that sucks the entire star system.
Dude, I think they might have just got that shit out of the way, and I don't think there's gonna be like any more like it might just become like soap opera status for the next 2 movies, like to fill in all the information.
Don't know where they're going.
I feel like that's where it's probably gonna go, man. Because if they go any other type of like way, it's like we gotta outdo Star Killer base, you know? It's like no, we gotta fucking.
It's like they shot their whole load in the first.
They did. They just blew it all, dude.
What are you gonna do now?
What do we gotta do?
What are they gonna do now?
That's what I'm saying.
These guys that are doing these next episodes sure have their work cut out for them. You got no Han Solo.
Yep.
You still got to deal with Carrie Fisher. You got to figure out how to kill her miserable ass off.
She got to go next episode.
You got to figure out how to gently kill Mark Hamill.
Yep.
Mark Hamill will be like, free.
JJ
I got paid $1.5 million to turn around.
JJ had it pretty easy.
$1 billion in 12 days. This movie's going to beat Avatar. You watch.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This movie's going to decimate Avatar, which is crazy because, like, man, you would have thought Phantom Menace would have done this when it first came out, but no way. That movie only made maybe like $500 million.
I mean, it made money for, like, I know it was like...
Attack of the Clones was the first Star Wars movie to not be the highest grossing movie of the year.
Because it was garbage.
duty. Well,
And
people had already
everybody
seen,
saw the Phantom Menace and was like,
knew things. People wrote that trilogy off.
I fucking ditched the day of school to go see Attack of the Clones, and I was mad I didn't go to school.
Yeah, were you really?
Swear to God, we went to go see it because we had matinee, and fucking we went and there was nobody there, and we watched it and we were like, yeah, that shit was tight with Yoda, but all that other shit, nigga, we was not trying to watch that, yo. That shit was garbage, though.
When C-3PO was like, this is a drag, I was like, who wrote this, dude? Like, did George Lucas' daughter go, can I write some of your movie? And George Lucas said, oh, I'll let you write one line on my movie, so make it good. And she said, I'm going to make C-3PO say, this is such a drag. Okay. You got her, sweetie. That's the only explanation. What kind of grown man, like, how old was he there? In his 50s. Like, what kind of grown man would write that line of dialogue?
Probably fucking hearing the
And
kids and shit.
who would
this will sound great.
Who would fucking... Why didn't Anthony Daniels take a stand on that one and be like, George, I'll
He probably did, George. Yeah, okay.
I'm fucking paying you.
Yeah, exactly.
Make me another cheeseburger. Where's my cheeseburger?
Why didn't Kylo Ren like fucking really kill Finn?
Kylo Ren was the most unsubtle fucking Force user, dude. Like, you're so right. Pulls this fucking lightsaber like way up here. It's like,
yeah, he
like,
does.
dude, he should have just been like this, dude. Wham! Like, pull one of these, just like
right, real quick and abrupt,
like a pimp slap.
Yeah, he did do it hella high, like he had like he cutting through somebody with some fucking dull ass blade.
I'll show you the dark side. And then it's like when he finds out Rey escapes. He finds out Rey escapes a lot in this movie, and when he finds out Rey escapes, he destroys shit. So no subtlety. He's just like, fucking destroying shit with a lightsaber, and then grabs the guy with the Force by the throat. And it's like, if he had turned around, if that guy had come in and said, she escaped, and he would have turned around and or just been like,
no, that was the first time.
Else?
The first time it was the droid, and he said, and what else? He said, there's a girl with him, and then that's when he said, what girl? And he pulled him up,
yeah.
a choke.
So he should have just listened to what he had to say, and you actually should have been like, I mean, when he started destroying the wall with the lightsaber, you knew this fucking Imperial messenger boy's number was up.
Yeah.
He should have given the audience a glimmer of hope and been like, just listening to what he's saying, like anything else, and he would have said from a girl, and then turn around and fucking force pull this guy out. What girl? That would have been so much more subtle. But no, he fucking actually was like, like Vader would have at least. You're trying to be like Vader. Like Vader would have at least just like force destroyed everything. But he didn't. Vader didn't do any of that. He just walked away.
Right.
At the end of Empire, when fucking they escape on the fucking Millennium Falcon,
right,
he walks away and he's just like, I'm too tired to kill anyone right now. You know what I mean? It was just so subtle.
True.
The
True
guy with the fucking log, the yeoman or whatever, is like, oh fuck, he's gonna kill me. And then when Vader walks by, he's like, oh, thank you for not killing me. You know,
that's true.
And then there's no subtlety, and then
that kind of like when
he took his mask off for the first time, he just started to seem really pervy.
He seemed like a creep. He seemed like a creep.
He was like, I'm gonna fucking whatever. You know, he was just.
He was really close. That was like a really like intense, in a wrong kind of way scene. Yeah, it was like it was really.
You know what?
It felt really different.
To follow the Star Wars formula, they probably are brother and sister. For them have that weird like mind rape scene.
They can't be though.
They can't be, but
that'd
be hot if they were.
They could with the half brother and sister, and Han was dipping in some other. Ooh, but he was on the mission. He's on the mission.
Yeah, but it's like if 10
years later, because it's a 10-year gap.
When the ground separates, it was like very like I don't know. Maybe JJ has no sense of artistic style at all. But that, to me, was like their brother and sister in a complete opposite path.
But if they were brother and sister, then why didn't fucking Carrie and fucking Han, fucking Leia and Han didn't say shit?
Forced mind wipe. Telling you.
Everybody, nigga, Luke was just like, hey, let me talk to you.
Luke could have known.
Let me talk to you.
Okay, but think about it, dude. Leia and Luke. There has to be some kind of Luke and Leia parallel there. There has to be, or not. Maybe not.
It just seems weird. I mean, I don't think Luke's that. If he's mind wiping niggas like that, you basically on the dark side, my nigga. Like you just taking advantage of everybody and shit to make your fucking own agenda now.
Yeah,
like,
but
nigga,
that's
he was already going towards the dark side in Empire, though. I mean, I'm sorry, in Return of the Jedi, anyway, kind of, you know.
Well, it's like him. It's like what do they need? What do they need Luke for at this fucking point? What do they need Luke for? They just blew up the goddamn Death Star. What do they need Luke for? That's stupid. Like, what did they even go after him for? They go find Luke. They did it in reverse order.
True.
They did it in reverse order. They should have found Luke first and then had him help them blow the fucking Death Star or some shit. But it's like, why do we need to fucking even see Luke at this point?
Right.
Like, why did just leave him on that planet to rot?
Right.
Fuck him. He didn't help us. We did it on our own without the Force. We did it with good old piloting skills and Han Solo's fucking daring fucking swashbuckling.
True.
So, this movie is completely the fucking story. There's shit to like about it. There's a lot of stuff that looks so fucking beautiful. The movie is fucking great to look at. Yeah, it's choreographed well. You know, the lightsaber scenes, as much as they don't make sense, are choreographed well. But it's like the storyline is by far the fucking weak link in this fucking movie. And it's just all over the place, man. The continuity.
Yeah, the continuity is fucking bad.
Bonkers.
It's bad.
Bonkers. Luke, you at least knew that he was with his aunt and uncle on Tatooine because his dad was dead. Obvious, but it's just like this chick is just on this fucking planet eating rations. For what reason?
Solo, like by herself. Deserted. They said that I guess she said in an interview that the reason why she's deserted is a real indication as to something like of where she comes from in the background or whatever. So like a lot of people are speculating that she might be like Obi-Wan's fucking kid, but I was like, that makes no fucking sense. I was like, one, that wouldn't really be something Obi-Wan would do because he just saw what happened when you fucking fall for fucking pussy. You fall for pussy, you get your legs and arms chopped off by me, bitch.
For us to care about who her parents are, we need to know who they are when they are introduced.
But if they're twins, then how come
they're like, hey, this is you're my daughter, by the way, this is your mom. We're gonna be like, who?
Yeah, that's why I mean, if they're brother and sister, then why didn't fucking Han say anything? Maybe he didn't want to, though. Maybe he didn't want to say anything. But like, it's weird.
Maybe that's why Leia and her hugged at the end.
But you know what? Because like, I mean, like at one point, Finn was like, we can't leave without Rey. And then fucking Han he goes, don't worry, we won't. And he gave like the fucking weirdest grin, dude. Like, it was like one of those, like, he knew something that we didn't know. And I think he took that shit with him to the grave type shit, you know what I mean? But, I don't know. If they're twins and everybody got mind wiped, that's whack, though.
And if they're twins, her seeing him kill Han, and then she finds out that's her brother, dude, and then that Han was her dad, that would be, like, she just saw her fucking dad slaughtered by her brother. Like, that would add more weight. If he's just like no one to her and neither is he, then who gives a fuck if she saw that happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so, but why the fuck wouldn't Han say it? It had
and then,
Leia's the one that had to say it.
And then even on the fucking Millennium Falcon, they both said, add stress to the hyperdrive. And they both said at the same time. I'm like, obviously, that's her fucking kid.
That's what I was saying, because she can pilot like nobody's else.
Exactly. And she flew the Millennium Falcon, for fuck's sake. Like, Luke's kid wouldn't fly the Millennium Falcon. Luke never flew the fucking Millennium Falcon. Yeah. It's a clear indicator that
that's what I was thinking.
Luke never got no pussy,
but
dude.
Damn, that nigga mind wiped everybody, though.
Yeah, he did.
My nigga just came through. Like, hey, what you have for dinner tonight? Can I come through and shit? All right, I'm going to be over there at 8. Nigga, Luke come in, hoodie on and shit. Like, yo, what's up? Like, what you make, nigga? Oh, we made some steaks and shit. Oh, damn.
Got some blue milk like you like.
You got that good blue milk shit I like, bro. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Eats dinner all the way through, sitting on the table. Hey, can I talk to you real quick, bro?
I can't see. You fucking know. I'll forget that I ever know you.
You forget that you fucking know where I am. You forget you know where I'm going. You forget.
And Rey is obviously
you forget
like this mind-wiped Padawan because A, she knows how to use a lightsaber. B, she knows how to force pull shit. C, she knows how to Jedi mind trick motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. And what's this Force Awakens mean?
You know what? Here's the thing. Okay. Fucking Kylo was trained by Luke too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I bet you they both were trained together at the same academy. And when shit went down, shit went down. Kylo went and destroyed all the shit. You know what I mean? Did what he had to do. Because if you think about it, what's his name didn't even say that.
And he said that is mine. So maybe he trained with Anakin's lightsaber. Like somehow Luke got the lightsaber back. But how did that pirate bitch get? Like they don't.
Yeah, that was a little strange. But I think we're on to something with that though. So I think they definitely probably are twins then, or like
now these Knights of Ren,
brother sister.
Kylo Ren's the only one that's a Force user because all the other dudes, one has a blaster, one's got like a big hammer and all this shit. So
like, where the fuck are those guys at?
Exactly.
Who the fuck are they?
Who is Snoke? So everyone...
People think Snoke is that Plagueis fucking guy.
It's like everyone from the old cast in this movie was in the know about some shit. That the audience wasn't. More so than...
The moon.
Well, I guess Obi-Wan knew a lot of shit too.
And he didn't reveal it either. He was an asshole.
But George Lucas honestly made every one of those Star Wars movies up as he went along, dude.
Yeah.
So this obviously has a lot of premeditated shit. That we're like, no, it was Snoke. It's like, who the fuck is Snoke, and who the fuck came up with this name Snoke?
He must have, while he was sleeping one day, he woke up choking on something.
I'm gonna call it now. Snoke is gonna be a little guy.
Think it'd be tiny little Yoda Jr.
And he's got like that little man syndrome.
Yoda had sex with Voldemort, and we didn't know that Yoda could be producing babies. So then that's how we got Snoke. Because that made it look like a bootleg after
CGI or like motion capture.
I don't fucking understand because it was the hologram.
But you know that was the guy who played Gollum, right? It's like he as himself could have just played him.
Yeah,
even as just the hologram.
I fucking thought that was whack, dude. I thought he looked whack. He looked like fucking like that Freddy Krueger in the new one, like a whack ass Freddy Krueger. Like, I was like, this is weird. Why does this nigga look like this?
And like, let's address this now too. This movie is receiving universal just acclaim.
Yeah, everybody's loving the movie.
And like, you see a lot of these like YouTube critics like Tyrone Magnus and Chris Stuckman and that other buff guy that's kind of a weenie too.
Oh, the Flick dude?
Yeah, it's like they are just blatantly it's like even ain'titcool.com, they're having like critics on the website that usually don't do this, like do like these joint interviews with each other discussing how much they love the movie. I was like, what? Like, it's just so like begging for Disney to give them like a fucking spot, like an ad for their website. You know what I'm saying?
Because it really isn't that fucking good, honestly. It's
like Tyrone Magnus is begging Disney to just give him a fucking ad on his fucking YouTube channel. It's like, I don't know, man. So this is our honest. You can tell he's not even a really big Star Wars fan. So it's kind of, you're getting like the same reaction from both spectrums of Star Wars fandom, kind of a casual and a hardcore. And so our consensus is pretty much like dead on.
Yeah. It's like, it was the first time I watched the movie, I truly enjoyed it.
I told you last time we did this, I really had no expectations for this movie, so my feelings aren't really that hurt at all.
No, exactly. I mean, it's not
We've been fooled 3 times.
We won't be had again, you know what I mean? It can't happen like that. If they're twins, though, like, Rey looks a lot younger than Kylo Ren, though. And, I mean, to me, they both kind of look young, but Rey looks like she's like, I don't know, like 19. Bitch look young. Like, I don't know how they were trying to make her perceived to be. She looked really young to me.
Something that was kind of depressing about this movie was you'll never see Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford on the screen again.
Yeah,
this could have been the last time.
You know what pissed me off too though? It was like Chewie's rage wasn't enough rage for me.
He was
Chewie should have been fucking.
He was more pissed off when he got frozen in carbonite.
Dude, Chewie should have been fucking tossing niggas left and right. Dude, he's like, oh, boom.
I'm just gonna kill a couple of stormtroopers.
Boom, detonator, boom. I was like, nigga, you kidding me? Nigga, Chewie should have
you guys have been homies for years.
Y'all niggas, it's only you and him. What, nigga? Like, you fucking kidding me? Oh, I was so mad, dude. I was like, this nigga Chewie. They made him go bitch mode. Yo, he's three people, 3 stormtroopers and a detonator.
He should have killed like 50 stormtroopers. And then like, what's up with the fucking hack slashing the fucking wall and like these stormtroopers are walking by. They're like, we can't go through here right now. Like those space balls, like. They should have given Kylo Ren some Star Wars action figures and have like, oh man. But somehow this movie is enjoyable.
Yeah, people love it, man. I mean, like I said, it's decent, but if you really look at it, it's like fucking, like you said, it's a spoof of Star Wars.
Yeah,
it really is.
You can't really, I mean, it's an easy movie to watch. You just plug it in and watch it.
Yeah.
You don't have to like.
You don't have to. There's nothing to pay attention to. If you do pay attention, you're like, what?
Well, exactly. In the theater,
you're like, huh?
When they blew up, dude, it's just so crazy, dude. How this is the second J.J. Abrams like reboot movie where what took me out of the experience was literally like astrophysics. I'm like, why the fuck is this a problem? Like. When they destroyed the fucking Republic and they came outside and looked in the sky and saw it happening, I was like, and then like the next action scene when the Resistance came in with blowing shit up, I was like, I want to be paying attention to this, but I can't think of anything else but how fucking dumb that was.
Right.
And then like Finn, fighting with that stormtrooper with the baton was actually kind of cool.
That part was dope. Finn straight stabbed that motherfucking stormtrooper.
Yeah, he did. Dude, that was so black. I was like, he is the blackest thing.
Yo, he shaked
Jedi-dom.
He shaked him straight.
Dude, he did fucking Darth Sidious that motherfucker.
No, he did him like Homeboy did him in Menace to Society and shit. Hey, let me help you out, homie. Yeah. But instead with the fucking gun, it was with the saber. He's just like, oh, like drove it in his chest and shit. Got you, dog. He's like, let me hold you, homie. Sit your ass there.
So where they're gonna go from here? So Kylo Ren's fucked up. He's got a fucked up face. So he's gonna play that to the fullest. What was up with this?
Yeah, why is he hitting himself?
Like, remind the audience, I'm wounded.
He did it like 3 times though, or some shit. I was like,
and why is he bleeding? Like, this is a laser blast, not a bullet wound.
Right.
Again, JJ, you doofus.
But that last fight was so wacky.
I actually thought that was kind of funny.
He's like, I can teach you the Force. You need a teacher.
She's like, I don't need
dude, and she took like 7 seconds. It's like the longest question in the world. It's like, you are evil. You just blew up 5 billion niggas. What do you need her for? You know what I mean? Unless he knows that she's fucking like, unless they're related, he's like, I'm not gonna kill you. But you just killed your daddy. So what difference does it make? You're the most evil nigga on the planet. I mean, the universe, right? Like,
they've got a lot of explaining to do.
What is that, yo? What is that? I think he might know too, though. I'll be right back. I got that alarm going on.
Oh, all right. So, what do you guys think? Are we just being fucking weenies or what? Are we just being too hard on it? It's Star Wars, right? Just don't think. Just turn your brain off to Star Wars, buddy.
Let me teach you. You need a teacher. You need a teacher. That's how he said it. You need a teacher.
That is mine. You know what was kind of funny though when he was fighting Finn? He just fucking went like this. Pow! fucking cold cock though. Remember that?
Yeah.
And sliced him and gave him a fucking extended butt crack.
You need a teacher.
How is Finn not dead? Like he looked like that looked like a like. Are you that inept?
Why did they stab fucking Finn though? Like I don't get what like. Everything's so weird, man.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird experience. Like when it started, the fucking like crawl seemed rushed. Like it seemed like J.J. Abrams thought that the original crawl was too slow for today's audience and made it faster. And I fucking leaned over to my son. I was like, "This feels weird." Like it felt like just amateur Star Wars almost. Like,
real
but
quick.
John Williams is the composer. And
That's true.
here's
That's true.
another thing.
That's true.
I will, for the audience, I will hum a theme from all 6 Star Wars movies, and then I will do the one from 7. Okay? So, episode 1. Duel of the Fates, right? So Attack of the Clones. Anakin and Padme's theme. Revenge of the Sith. Anakin and fucking Obi-Wan. A New Hope. I don't even think I need this. Empire Strikes Back. And the fucking march.
Right.
Where Return of the Jedi. The Ewoks thing.
Right.
Whatever. Episode 7, I can't name one fucking theme from this fucking movie. No Rey theme, no Finn theme, no Kylo Ren theme, no Kylo Ren versus Rey theme, no Han Solo theme, nothing. There's no theme to this fucking movie. There wasn't even a fucking
That's true.
Nothing.
There was
This was the most forgettable goddamn score of all of them. And I realize John Williams is fucking 90-something years old, whatever, but fuck. Hum me one bar of a theme from this fucking movie.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
I can't even think of any music right now. Like, what happened? Was there music? Or was it just those fucking
I don't know.
dull, you know what I mean? Those dull noises and shit. And intense things. I can't even think of any music. Like when Finn revealed himself, I can't think of music. Was there music?
I've seen it 2 or 3 times.
When Rey, I know there was music when they showed Rey, when she took her fucking
there was
helmet
this little
off. It was like a
little piano thing.
Yeah.
And she's sledding down the. Now this is pod racing. That's what I was thinking when she was sledding down. I was like, damn, Anakin, we went from pod racing to sledding down a fucking hill. Damn, they really took this shit back to the roots.
But the cameos are cool though. We'll talk about some of the cameos, man. Fucking Daniel Craig was he was the stormtrooper that Rey got to release the locks.
Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Simon Pegg was the ration guy.
Yeah.
And
BB-8
was Bill Hader.
Yeah, I was actually gonna tell you that. Yeah, which is crazy. He actually did the voice in the Star Trek too for the computer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what? That's pretty wild.
I'm surprised Tyler Perry was in it. Carrie Fisher's daughter was in it.
Yep. What's her name? Billy Lord or something like that.
But no Billy D. Williams. The only actor that has not been reduced to shit.
Warwick Davis was in it. The dude who played that Ewok or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
I fucking don't know who he was. I'm not sure who he was, but I know he was in the scene. I think in the Rebel scene. There's
little things in this movie that are likable, just some of the creature designs, when she's going to that trading station, there's this big ass creature hall and shit. It's that shit's cool.
A lot of stuff looked awesome.
I thought it was crazy when Finn was drinking the fucking water with that big ass creature. That was kind of disgusting, but kind of funny.
These niggas thirsty shit.
Finn had no dignity in that movie.
He didn't, bro, and that's why I didn't like him. I don't know. It was like his whole goal was pussy. His whole
what
goal.
What was his like character like archetype? Was he the
Pussy?
Hero? Was he the hero?
Just the fucking punani person. You want the punani.
But who was like Poe's character?
Poe saved the day.
But he was only in the movie. He wasn't in the movie a lot at all. Really.
I know, but he still but he still saved the day though. Him and the rebels really saved the day.
Poe basically, Finn helping Poe basically, like they did it all on their own. Poe and Finn, I guess Rey helped out a little bit. Rey helped Finn get away from the Empire. Or the First Order or whatever. So, I don't know.
I just didn't like nigga just one pussy. Like, I guess she's bad, but she ain't that bad, nigga. Like,
yeah, he did tell him at the end. He's like, I lied. It was kind of stupid. He was like, I only told you this information to get me here to save Rey, but I gave you the correct information.
Yeah, it's like, how the fuck are you correct about these things?
Yeah, weren't you a trash?
And then the schematics were weird too, because it's like as soon as they hit the schematics,
they figured it out in 30 seconds.
It was like he was like, it's right here in this section, the P-67, and then they like went to it, and then it like showed the oscillator, and it like drove all the way down through the whole planet, and it like expanded out. I was like, you niggas got all the corridors and shit already figured out, shit, but like,
you know what was whack too was like. They were like, here's the original Death Star schematic. I'm like, damn, they still got that shit saved after all these years. Just in case.
They did it again.
And then, like, at the very end, when, like, R2-D2 comes back online, they're like, everything was just, like, so conveniently placed where, ooh, here's the information we need. Here's the information we need still in the fucking computer. Here, BB-8, put it in your thing. Now go give it to R2. Puts it in R2. It was like a fucking... Like,
and
here,
like
you take the USB drive.
Wheel around
yeah, and then like
popped up.
Bloop, and then they're like waving to Rey, and then Rey's like, "Here's your fucking lightsaber." Mark Hamill's like,
he's like holding it up.
Yo,
the worst part was like when they did the pan shot of the helicopter. I was like, "What the fuck? Why was that even needed, dude? You just showed us. Like, it should have just dropped on her face or his face." They like showed a pan like it was Rocky IV and shit. He's on the mountain like doing the circle. I was like, "What the fuck is this fucking crop shot here?" Like that made no damn sense.
What was he doing? He was like staring at a wall of rock. When she found him, he was like,
he's just
standing at the wall of rock, contemplating, just so relieved to be free of the fucking Jedi school. I'm a fucking quitter.
Yeah,
Anakin didn't walk away from the Jedi Order. At least that. Anakin didn't walk away. He fucking rebuilt it. He tore it down and rebuilt it to see his bidding through. Luke was like, yeah, I give up.
Yeah, he kind of pussied out.
Bitch. You still a bitch, Luke.
Pussy. Maybe then Finn is the Luke because they both pussy. They go, one is a pussy, one goes after pussy. It works.
Like Finn in part 2, I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right fucking now. You heard it here. When Finn comes out of his coma thing or whatever in episode 2, he's gonna be like,
"Where's Rey?"
Rey!
Yeah, instantly.
Like instant pussy. And he's gonna follow her to his planet. And Luke's gonna be like, "What are you doing here, man? I'm fucking training her." He's gonna be like, "I just came for Rey."
Instantly, dude.
I'm just here for Rey. And at the very end, when Rey and Finn have their forced interracial relationship, it's gonna be so fucking awkward too when it happens. Maybe not. Maybe she'll go for Poe.
You know what?
Maybe Luke and Finn will fall for each other.
I don't think she likes Finn like that. Cause think about it, she kissed him on the forehead. Friend zone.
Yeah,
that nigga got friend zone.
Man, Leia kissed fucking Luke twice in New Hope. Man,
that nigga got friend zone hard. She said she did it slow too. She was like, "Psych," forehead.
I didn't even notice that.
Just kidding.
I have to watch that again.
Nah, she didn't do it like that. She just kissed the forehead. But that shit. Basically, what the audience thought, when you see her going down,
awkward, dude.
She's like, you just kiss a nigga on the forehead. They're like, yo, we don't want to do Jungle Fever just yet, boys. We gotta make sure.
Like after the smoke clears in episode 9, Kylo Ren's dead and Snoke's dead. Fucking Finn's like, I just did it for you, Rey.
And she's like, I've been banging Poe since episode 8. I'm sorry.
I've been fucking Poe. Me and Poe fucked when the Millennium Falcon broke down the asteroid field.
We were stuck, and it just worked.
He's gonna look at Luke or he's gonna look at Chewie and Chewie be like, "I'm available now."
Nah, Chewie gonna have a bitch, and then he gonna look at the fucking BB-8 and be like, "Fuck it." BB-8's gonna put the thumbs up. He's gonna put his thumbs up. He's like,
Kylo Ren should be. Here's a cool visual. Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren's gonna look like Kano now.
Yeah, with a scratch.
And he's gonna be
Anakin. He has the same scratch as Anakin. It's like, oh, I'm even boy, like you're my brothers, we're fucking cousins.
And he's gonna be driving a TIE fighter with like Chewie's head mounted on the front. But hold on, they're talking about bringing back Hayden Christensen. So what god awful fucking scheme do they have working over there?
Wait, what?
You heard about that?
No.
Oh, supposedly they're bringing back Hayden Christensen for episode 8, but no one knows what for.
Flashback.
Like, he's doing, like, training for episode 8.
What?
Yeah, so, like, people are like, what if they clone him? What if Kylo Ren actually clones him? Like, they could really go off the rails with this new trilogy.
No. If they did
this trilogy
like that would be awful.
Think about it, dude. This trilogy might go down in history as just a fucking bastard creation of, like, Disney. I guess we'll see.
That would be fucking horrible, though. I hope it's just a flashback.
Well, why are there flashbacks? There were flashbacks on Star Wars before. Why now?
True. That's true.
But we've had a flash forward.
When?
In Revenge of the Sith, when he was seeing Padme having...
Oh, and the fucking dreams and shit?
Yep.
Just premonitions?
Yep. So now all these haters are like, sucking the prequel trilogy's dick and George Lucas's dick, like, get George Lucas back. But like, that's just like the hardcore fan base. The general fucking
because everybody loves it.
Public is like, oh, it was so fucking cool. Like, Luke was at the end, and like Han Solo died. But like, no one cried when I wanted to cry when Han Solo died, but I didn't feel it.
Cause Chewie didn't feel it, my nigga. The nigga who kicks it with you killed 3 people and detonated a bomb. Like, get the fuck out of here. I was so pissed, nigga. I could not believe it. I'm like, that is not Chewie. That's not Chewie, man. This nigga Chewie was raging out on Finn when Finn, this nigga Finn literally said, this monster's tried to kill me 6 times. You tried to kill Finn more times getting healed than you killed the niggas when fucking Han Solo died. Like, come on, man. That's why nobody felt it, because Chewie didn't feel it. If they actually, like, nobody comforted Chewie after, nobody was like, nigga, I know this shit's for... These niggas just like, bow, 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 bow. They're like, all right, we gotta keep moving, nigga. Chewie with it. Everybody with it. You see Chewie in the Millennium Falcon, like, nigga, when is your time to grieve, baby? We gotta, everybody, there's no time.
And then at the very end, Leia just walked right past Chewie, and Chewie walked right past Leia. It was like awkward.
No time, nigga. You should have hugged Chewie. You hugging a random bitch you just fucking met, unless that's literally your daughter, but you probably don't know. I don't know how that goes. But regardless, you should have hugged Chewie. Hug Chewie.
This movie was a fucking disaster.
Why the fuck? I'm like, oh my god.
Now that I think about it, this movie was a beautiful disaster.
Hug Chewie though. Like, what the fuck is that? They showed Chewie no love, bruh. Like, he didn't even get to go off. The fucking Han Solo kept taking his weapon and shit. Like, for no reason.
Where was the music?
Oh, you know what? What I was gonna ask you though was, remember at the end when he slashed Finn? Why did
they even had a fat pilot?
When he slashed Finn, why didn't he just walk over and grab the lightsaber?
Why didn't he just finish him off?
Why didn't he go get the lightsaber in the snow? You wanted to like really that lazy though? How garbage? But like, I don't understand. Like,
I've never even seen like someone disarm someone with a lightsaber. Like,
I don't get how that happened either. But
he's not a Jedi though.
But regardless, how the fuck is this nigga able to stop a bullet instantly that's light, but he can't pick up the fucking lightsaber instantly?
Because he had a gut shot, dude.
Or because homegirl was like fighting with him instantly or whatever. Boy, you should just walk your ass over there, lazy ass nigga. Yeah. This is like the most inefficient Sith people ever, nigga. Like, what the fuck? Like, no logic with these niggas. They be like, damn shit, dumb.
That's because there's Knights of Ren.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. They're garbage. They're like fucking wannabes. We gotta have a trilogy about a wannabe fucking Darth Vader.
They're the cosplay Sith.
You see him at Comic-Con and shit.
Yeah.
He was at all the Comic-Con conventions before, and then he just fucking looked in the mirror one day.
Just a fucking Comic-Con reject.
What if that's how it is, yo?
He literally had a mask on just to sound like a badass.
To be like Vader.
That's dumb.
To be like Vader.
And then on that part when like they were interrogating Poe, and Poe was like, "I can't understand you with all this." I was like, "Oh, so millennial speak."
He's like, you should talk or I should talk. Or
that was funny.
You talk first or I talk first?
That was, but see, that was the spoof.
Yeah.
You know, that was the spoof.
Right.
But, you know, they were just like, talk
first.
Kylo Ren just he's like, I talk what you talk. That was actually probably the best line of the fucking movie.
That was a good line. I don't know. I like that part where Finn was like talking to fucking Captain Phasma. Like, I'm in charge now. I'm in charge.
Oh my god!
I thought that was hilarious, dude. I was laughing my ass off when he did that shit. I
was like, down.
I thought that shit was so funny. It was like perfectly played by both of them. And then my other favorite line is from Han Solo when he found out fucking Finn was in sanitation. He's like, people are depending on us. He's like, the galaxy's depending on us. Like, he's like, we use the Force. It's like, that's not how the Force works. Like. It was like so Han Solo though, you know what I mean? I'm glad he didn't like fucking fall in that Indiana Jones Crystal Skull kind of feeling from it, you know what I mean? It definitely felt like Han though. So
a little Marvel humor in there, but
I'd say a lot of Marvel humor.
That was funny when he was like, I spent that money.
I liked when the guards turned around too and he was like slashing up the second one. He's like, guards! And niggas like, oh. Turn around.
So Spaceballs.
Fucking yeah, it was. Chewie saying he was cold. That's something else I didn't understand though. Was like the strength of this cold. I just didn't understand it. You know, you need to just took away the sun, and you're on a planet now with no sun around. So instantly, shit should get real. But whatever, you got your own atmosphere or whatever the fuck you want to claim. Fine and dandy.
Rip behind co-op.
But fine and dandy. But Ray is out there damn near with like no clothes on. In like the frigid ass cold. This nigga's got on fucking mad gear. Finn got on at least a jacket. Chewie said he was cold, nigga. If Chewie cold.
Chewie's got fur.
If Chewie
he wasn't cold on Hoth. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, he wasn't cold on Hoth. And he had like ice encrusted on his face.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So if Chewie cold, how the fuck this bitch is over here in the same outfit type shit? Getting down.
So even after all the smack we talked, I'll definitely probably watch it a few more times.
I definitely will too. I want to dissect it more, honestly.
I just can't believe in a few years.
In
4 more years we're gonna have 9 Star Wars movies.
When's Episode 8 come out?
In 2 years.
2 years?
And 2 years after that is 9.
Wow.
And in the interim, we will have.
They're going to make prequels, right? They're making, or not a prequel, but like in between 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Supposedly they might be doing a Han Solo prequel.
They're pretty much going to milk Star Wars for all it's worth.
Let's start answering all those questions we never answered in the movies.
Let's make a fucking Old Republic movie. That would be dope, actually.
That'd be cool.
I actually thought that Old Republic game is on fire now, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like,
but like the whole look of the game is fucking amazing, dude. Like just how they had the different, like each Sith looks completely different.
Right.
But I won't play it again. The fucking Jedi was a letdown in that fucking game. Like they always look like the regular Jedi, but the Sith all had different fucking looks. Look weird.
Wonder what's going to be for the future, man. I just don't wonder. I want to know how they're going to top this. You know, it's like what else can they do?
It almost feels like the apocalypse should come any day now because it's just like we've seen the worst and the best Star Wars movie ever. Like the most slickly made Star Wars movie, but it's just like story wise, it made the Phantom Menace look like fucking A New Hope story wise.
No, the Phantom Menace really didn't make any sense either though. Like what was the big fucking deal in the Phantom Menace?
I don't know. There's more retardation too.
Darth Maul?
It's almost like
is Darth Maul the Phantom Menace?
Yeah,
He is.
Yeah, but it's like the Force Awakens doesn't make any sense as a fucking. The Force Awakens is a garbage ass title, and I thought that way since it was announced. I thought it was a generic fanfic name, but whatever.
No, I agree on that.
What does it even mean?
Everybody's Force Awakened.
Blah 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 blah.
Simple. Fucking Rey is Force Awakened.
But man,
or maybe not because you've already fucking been trained by Luke. Probably
she was like the sea monkey of Jedi's. Just add water.
She was super like I was like, man, this bitch is dope for no reason. If she had been mind wiped, it just sounds dangerous. He's like, I'm gonna mind wipe you, but you still can use your abilities if you remember how to use your abilities at the right time. Don't get it twisted. I'll see you later. You'll hand me the lightsaber.
Well, it's because like the Kylo Ren mind probing her must have like jarred some of that shit. I'm telling you, it's the only logical conclusion. If they don't do it like this, it's gonna be stupid.
The Phantom Menace was definitely Palpatine.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay.
The Sith is definitely Phantom Menace. But there's no more Han Solo. There's only Luke to look forward to.
So out of the 7 movies, what's the order you rate them?
Me or
you?
Me, I would say Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, 5, 4, 6, 3, 2, 1.
I would say, man, like Revenge of the Sith and this movie are probably like almost tied.
Or
but
3,
dude,
7.
Revenge of the Sith had an epic fucking end. Dude, the end of this movie versus the end of Revenge of the Sith, dude, you can't.
That's what I'm saying. This movie's definitely not better than Revenge of the Sith.
I would say Revenge of the Sith is better than this, and this is better than Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace, which is what isn't saying a whole lot.
Yeah,
and that's honest, like how I feel. And I'm not really upset, honestly, but it's just like
it feels a lot kind of like Attack of the Clones, though. How like things are just so rushed, you didn't even like understand what the fuck was going on, kind of. You know what I mean? Like that whole
the storyline was just fucking atrocious.
Yeah, it's like the whole situation.
Why did Poe Dameron? That's one thing I didn't understand. They sent their most daring pilot to retrieve the fucking clue. Like, why wouldn't you send your greatest spy? Not your greatest pilot. Your greatest pilot is who you send to destroy the Death Star, not to retrieve fucking shit.
Right.
He's in a fucking X-wing. Like, what does him being a great pilot have to do with retrieving? Obviously, it didn't work out because when he got in his X-wing, they fucking destroyed it.
Right. Anakin's
now, if he had been a
cursed.
spy, he could have slipped away in the desert and just like became just another fucking junk salvager and fallen in with Rey,
right? And
then snuck off the planet with her with the information and BB-8, and we wouldn't even have fucking needed Finn. End of fuck. There you go.
Right.
Sorry.
That's true.
You could have made Finn the dope ass pilot or whatever. You could flip, but there's a lot of shit to fix.
Finn is just fucking weenie though. I hope he like man up and be like, I don't need pussy. I just hope it'd be funny if she ends up falling for Poe, man. He gets bamboozled. That should be hilarious.
Well, obviously they're gonna be like the love interest, but it's like it's gonna feel.
Why she friends on him then?
Exactly.
Ooh, she friends on that nigga hardcore, boy.
He just kissed in this movie.
Nigga, he just saved his life for you. He literally gave his all for you. You kiss him on the forehead and said, I know we'll meet again. Like, that's friend zone, nigga. That ain't like, like, nigga, you should have like, you my boo, nigga.
I didn't even catch that. That was probably in the last, 2 minutes of the movie?
Yeah, that's like at the end.
I don't know. Dude. That was where I was struggling. I'm like, let's just see Luke.
She's just
when
like,
she was walking up those fucking...
I'll see you again.
When she was walking up the hill at the end, I'm like, dude, you hurry the fuck up and get to the top of this fucking hill so see Luke so I can go home and pee.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. That shit was major friend zone shit though. Major friend zone.
Guys, answer my question.
You don't even know.
Just okay. And do you like black or white women? Hey, either or, man.
Whatever your flavor, bro.
How many girls have you guys had sex with? I've had sex with 0 women.
I've had sex with an android. I'd be like Kylo Ren. We'd be having sex with Darth Vader robots and shit, bro. You ain't heard the word. I get down like Kylo Ren. I got posters of Vader in the bathroom. That's where I whack. He's pointing at me in one of them. The other one, he's got a pose like this. You know what I'm saying? The other one's like this. They get me off.
This guy, Legendary Merrick.
I have no fucking clue.
You sound like a real doofus.
Good night.
So
I feel like they should have fucking tied in Battlefront with Star Wars, dude.
That game
I feel like a missed opportunity.
Man, that game is just cash in city.
It's got beautiful graphics though.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. But it's
like it's pretty.
People are getting too
obsessed with graphics.
People are getting too obsessed with the original trilogy, dude. It's like kind of sickening. They're like bastardizing it.
They are.
It's like you really need to just. But it's like at the same time, don't you feel kind of cheated that these are the characters that are like the new characters? Like, do they stand on their own? Are they?
Ray does. I fucking like Ray.
Are they the modern day Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, and fucking
Ray is the only person who's there. Poe, you don't even fucking see. He's there for like literally probably like 9 minutes of fucking actual screen time. Literally. You know what I mean? Fucking Finn is a pussy and I still don't understand his archetype. So it's like Ray is the only one I like, you know?
She's fucking sweet.
She is, dude. Like I like when she was like, I bypassed the compressor. Like when she said that, I was like, dude, she is so awesome for this fucking part. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel her in that more than anybody else. I like the acting.
But let's get down to it. Star Wars is a boy fucking movie. We don't want a girl main character.
I don't know about that. I give a fuck. She's a beast, man. She's a beast.
She's a beast. She's a beast. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. Fucking.
I do.
That's some whack shit.
Whatever.
You can't cry about that. It's fucking these niggas is blowing up planets.
I can do whatever I want.
Star systems.
I have fucking donated my fucking money's worth to Star Wars.
That's
I can
true.
Say my piece.
That's true. Why don't you want a girl though? Like, what's the big deal?
Well, because I don't know, man. I'm just fucking chauvinist.
Yeah.
I don't identify with her. She's a fucking girl. I don't identify with her sexually. Like, you know, not in that way, but you know what I mean. She's a girl, man. I don't identify with her.
She's fucking hot. How do you not identify with that?
Like, I would like to have sex with her, but she's just an object. If I were to come across her in the desert of Jakku, I would have fucked her. And I would have fucking moved on.
She would have beat your ass with that stick, and she would have moved on.
Nah, I would have waited till she was asleep.
She should gave you that 2 piece.
Nah, I would have waited till she was asleep and like chloroformed her.
Nigga would have been trying to hide behind some sand dunes. You get laying in the sand and shit, rolling behind it.
I would have gotten her routine down, dude, after watching her for countless hours.
Study her.
Yeah. Wait till you go.
I just don't
sleep in that AT-AT.
I don't think they're going for the fucking Luke.
I don't know. It's so weird. It's like they're rehashing shit, but yet they're going to like new. Like, where are they going with this Finn and Rey thing? It's so
it's
strange.
Friend zone, homie. It's friend zone.
Like Finn's gonna be like, you like Poe Dameron, don't you?
Yeah, it's gonna.
And then she's gonna be like, I'm actually lesbian. She's gonna go back to the castle.
I've been fucking Yoda.
I've been fucking the pirate bitch.
Yoda just came back for me.
This will be like,
that pussy good. Good pussy it is. Back to life. I come
found
for this.
a way to reincarnate myself. This time I will just get pussy.
Squirt for me, you will.
I'll show you my old French flipper trick.
Did it on Count Dooku, I did.
Oh, man. Well, at this time, I am going to chase me down some Jack in the Box.
I'm fucking starving, dude. I need to get some grabbing
woman. And I'm parched from critiquing this fucking movie. Hot. So, thanks for sticking with us for this whole thing. This whole goddamn rant.
Yeah, overall, it was good, but it fucking has holes like nobody's business.
They definitely, it's like they left about 10 or 15 minutes of this movie on the cutting room floor. They should have let it.
I feel like it left more than that. They probably left a bunch of fucking stupid shit. But I guess they want to keep it all hidden or whatever for the next movies. We'll see.
They could have shown the villains flying away in a fucking escape pod or some shit, at least.
That just seemed like it was too fast, though. Like, literally. It was like, separate, Millennium Falcon swoop down, Chewie comes, picks him up, takes him inside. They're like flying off. The shit's like exploding. It's like, who the fuck came and flew over? This is a planet.
To me. Let's complete this.
This is a planet. This is a planet. Who the fuck has enough time to fly the fuck over to Kylo Ren, where the fuck he is, pick him up, and then fly the fuck out of there?
And then I'm like, hold on, completed his training. So you mean you sent him off to be your enforcer, and he's like half trained? Like, what's that?
True.
Stupid.
True. It's like it's almost like they set up way too much for the next movies, and like you said,
the movie was overall rushed.
It's like they were setting it up for too much for the next movie. You know what I mean? Like hiding everything, and like you said, the original Star Wars movies weren't made with that intention. You know what I mean? Star Wars was just made for Star Wars. You know, the first movie, you know, it was originally Star Wars. It wasn't even A New Hope, right? It was just titled Star Wars.
Mystery box now.
So it's like now that, you know, they got all this shit rolling behind it and they know it's this big ass franchise, they're like, oh, we can make this fucking a complete picture, but we got to give them just a little piece of the pie. You know what I mean? So it's not even a whole movie. I feel like we're in a weird age of that. We're like, that was never heard of back in the day, dude. They
explain everything in the fucking trailer now. They're like, this is what this movie is.
That was never heard of back in the day, though. Like movies.
There was no internet.
Not like cliffhanger movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's like some TV shit.
There was like
dude.
No guarantee this movie was going to be a success.
Exactly.
Now they're like already planning the future movie.
Yeah, dude.
Not only that, they're planning like a series.
Like the fucking Marvel
series at a time, dude.
So it's like all you get is cliffhangers in movies nowadays, and it's like this is a movie. Movies should be one whole motherfucker. Like this, what the fuck are you doing?
They've got.
We gotta set this up. We gotta set this up. Let's toss this in here. Oh, we should toss this in here. You know what I mean?
Later on in the fucking 2-part finale film, we're gonna fucking play.
Right? Everything's got 2 parts and shit to end. It's like part 1, part 2.
It's like pretty soon they're all just gonna be 2-part, 1-parters. It's like it's not a trilogy. It's actually a 6-part.
It's ridiculous
with 3 2-parts. Like, why don't you just split each half into another half too and make fucking 12 movies?
Jesus, like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, while you're at it.
That's so unheard of, yeah. The movie industry and the gaming industry are like 2 industries that have changed like so much, dude. Man, by far from like back in the day, dude.
Not a lot of risk taking.
No, nobody does, man. Everything's reboots, rehashes. You know what I mean?
Like Witcher 3 didn't really take any risks. And like people are like, oh, it's so fucking like graphics. Like, not really. Like GTA did all that with the sex and all that and the cussing, you know?
Especially back in the day when it wasn't heard of, you know, all you was playing was Sonic and Mario, Crash Bandicoot type games. You know, they had that one game, Carmageddon or whatever, where you smash into people or whatever, but most games were not gory.
Fudge. Well, guys, I hope I can catch you on the flip side.
We're going to end this right here, boys. I'm get up out of here.
Ice.
I love y'all.
Ditto.
Follow Ricky.
Ditto.
We'll be back. Well, I'll be back on tomorrow sometime, so I'll see you guys later. I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, probably editing it up and shit.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Admiral Akbar, baby.